Where's the music coming from? Let's turn it down. Oh, is that inside your body and feel whether you need stillness in this pose or whether you crave movement. And if you crave movement, feel free to move your hips side to side or to just stay still. Now let's start getting in touch with our breath. Inhale through the nose and out through the throat. Just an ujjayi breath in through the nose. Now growl it out. Now touch the roof of your mouth with your tongue. Inhale and growl it out. All right, now getting up on your hands, you're going to connect with your forehead and you're going to give yourself a cranial massage going forward and backward. This is stimulating blood flow to the brain, stimulating your hair follicles to grow more thick. Now move anywhere on your on your skull that feels good. Anything that feels good. Just give yourself a full 360 massage, whatever that looks like for you. Now we're going to start bringing our shoulders into it. So you're going to keep your palms on the ground and you're going to move in any way that feels good. Your body knows where it wants to move. You can do big circles, going clockwise, counterclockwise. Start the blood flow. All right, while we're here, I'm gonna put your left hand all the way to the front and your right hand, you're gonna thread the needle underneath. And you're gonna lay your cheek on the mat and you're gonna do 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale. As you inhale, feel your tummy getting fat. Inhale. And now contract to exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. All right, switching side, right hand slides to the front and left arm goes through. Gently lay your cheek on the floor. And any time in yoga, you're always focused on keeping your hips square. So you're not like this. Your hips are square to the front, and that ensures that you're getting a good shoulder stretch. 3 breaths. Inhale and ujjayi out. Inhale, fat breath. Exhale, contract. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Now take both hands and slide them all the way forward. And we're going to come into puppy posture, which is your hips are directly in line with your knees and your legs are in parallel. And you move your arms forward as far as you can. For this might look like kind of a half down dog for some of you. For others, you may be able to put your forehead on the mat. For others, you may be able to put your chin on the mat. For others, you may be able to put your chest on the mat. Now wag your tail feather a little here and feel that delicious, delicious stretch in your lower back. One more breath here. Inhale. Ujjayi out. All right. Meet me in tabletop now, all 4s. Take a minute to get your alignment in place. Again, you're going to put your hips directly over your knees. And you're gonna have your arms directly under your shoulders, and take a minute to check in with your hands.
Emily, can you flip the other way so we can see you?
Oh,
Let's see. Yeah. Thank you.
in all fours. So starfish fingers, like a starfish clinging to a rock, to connect with all 5 of your fingertips. And use throughout this practice all 5 of your fingertips to support you, to protect your wrists. All right, we're gonna do some cat and cow now. Let's inhale for cow and exhale for cat. Inhale and exhale. Really stretch the back of your neck on the cat. Inhale and exhale. Let's do that again now with your toes flexed. So put your, exactly. Inhale and exhale. Do you feel how that changes everything? Inhale and exhale. All right, now we're gonna do what we did in child's pose. You're just gonna explore movement in this pose. It could be circular. Just be gentle, listen to your body. Don't imitate me, just do what you wanna do. Counterclockwise. One thing I love to do is just move forward and back. It's the most wonderful way to connect with your abs. Just forward and back. Almost like you're going from a down dog to a plank, but it's halfway. Yoga is a gentle path, so we're always going to work up to our vinyasa flow poses. And if you've been going backwards and forwards, try something circular. If you've been doing something circular, try something backwards and forwards. Get your hips involved, get your shoulders involved. And then make sure to always take care of the other side. If you've been circular to one side, always go the other side for balance. Okay, now from here, attach your starfish to the rocks and engage your flexed toes, and very slowly and gently lift up to your down dog. Keep your knees soft and bent. Don't shock your body. And as we check in here in down dog, slowly keep extending your position. So what I mean by that is your arms. Make sure that your shoulders have space between your ears. So you're stretching out your neck and your back. You're making sure that it's straight and in alignment. And now you're gonna think about your legs. You're gonna pump your legs. They call it walking your dog. So walk your dog. All right, and now I want you to shake your head no, nod your head yes. Just make sure that you're not carrying any weight in your neck. Your neck's not doing anything. All right, now we are going to come into a plank and then lower ourselves down to the ground. Take a minute here. Now we're gonna do some intimidation cobra. So you're going to plant your hands, on either side of your body and use your fingertips. And now you are going to swirl up and down, leading with your upper back like this. 1, and then leading with your chest. So lead with the upper back and then lead with the chest. And let the neck follow suit. And exhale. The breath is the #1 important thing in yoga. All right, while we're here, I'd like you to extend your right arm all the way out. If you need to stagger, that's fine. And keep your left hand by your left breast, and you're gonna press on it as you pick up your left leg and place it behind your right leg. This is the most delicious shoulder stretch ever. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Inhale, fat tummy. Exhale, contract. All right, now roll back. Now other side. So you're gonna plant your right hand next to your right breast, extend your left arm all the way out, pick up your right leg, and gently place it behind your left leg. Breathing here. If you want to explore stretching out your neck, you can very gently tuck your chin into your chest a little bit and stop whenever you feel it. Remember, yoga should never hurt. That's not the point of it. Last breath, inhale and exhale. All right, we're gonna come into Cobra. Put your hands on either side of your body. You're gonna inhale and exhale up. This is our first Cobra of the day. Cobra is not the same as Up Dog. Your hips are still on the ground in Cobra. Now just explore this. Inhale and exhale, going down. One more time. Inhale up to Cobra. And down. All right, we're gonna take our first flow of the day. So we're going to get back up into our downward dog. So plant your toes on the ground, and now you're going to use the strength of your arms. Glue your elbows to the side of your body. This is a tricep exercise, and you're going to push through your hands and push yourself up to down dog. Check in. If you're only going to remember one thing in yoga, it's to breathe. Okay, we're going to do our first vinyasa flow of the day. You're going to inhale, exhale into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into Up Dog. And exhale back up to Down Dog. Let's try that one more time. If you need to watch me do it, you can. Inhale to Chaturanga Dandasana, which is basically lowering yourself into plank, and then up to Down Dog or Cobra, either. And then use your abs to take you back up. Remember, at any time during your yoga practice, you can go into child's pose and check in. That's not better or worse than anything else. Listen to your body and honor your need for rest, and then come back in. All right, so we're going to now very slowly, keeping your knees soft, walk your feet up to your hands. Keep your knees soft now. Now this is a belly-thigh connection that we're looking for here, so that our back is protected. Okay, belly-thigh connection. Now, keeping your knees bent, you're going to release the back of your neck, nod your head yes, shake your head no, and release everything in the back of your neck, and gently grab your elbows. And now we're going to do ragdoll. You're going to swing side to side, and the whole time during ragdoll, check in with the back of your neck and make sure you're not tensing that. Big breaths here. Inhale, exhale. On the inhale, you should feel your tummy expanding, like getting fat against your thighs. Inhale, exhale. Release the back of the neck. If it feels good to shake your head yes and no, just keep doing that. I like saying no and feeling my ears against my arms. That feels good. And then nod. That feels good to do. Big or small. And now ragdoll from side to side. The time you spend in your yoga practice inverted like this is so valuable. This is the reason why you feel so good after doing yoga, one of the reasons. Okay, now inch your feet together, toes to touch, keep your knees bent, toes to touch, and heels slightly apart. Now you're going to put your left hand in front, and you're gonna pop your left knee. And you're gonna keep your right leg as straight as you can. If you can't keep it straight, just keep it bent also. You're gonna place your left hand on a block or on the floor, and now you're gonna inhale and extend your right wing up to the sky. And level one would be to stare at your left hand. If you feel like you can take it a little bit further, slowly let your eyes follow a pattern up your right side until you're looking at the ceiling. And then as you're here, keep breathing. Left knee stays popped. Last breath. Switch sides. Right hand to the front. Remember, this is supposed to feel good, so adjust whatever you need to do so it feels good. Right knee pops, left wing goes up into the air. In these two, you're keeping your hips square to the front. So if I'm turning, I'm not turning like that. I'm keeping my body square. And it's a gentle little twist. Inhale. Dull, achy stretch is okay, but there should be absolutely no electric pain of any kind. The right knee stays popped. One more breath. Inhale. All right, back to the front. Keep your knees soft. Kind of walk them out a little bit. And now we are going to come up into mountain pose. So you're going to slowly use your glutes and your abs to slowly bring yourself up. Now you're going to stack your vertebrae. Open your arms and hands to the sun. Envision yourself on top of a beautiful mountain and feel the kiss of the sun on your face. Inhale. This is an extremely active pose. Your thighs are contracted above your knees. Your bum is tucked under. Your abs are tucked in. Your shoulders are lined up underneath your ears, and there's space between your shoulders and your ears, but the shoulders and the neck are relaxed. They're not tense, but they are in a beautiful tall posture. So imagine your skeleton, your hanging marionette string, and you're stretched out, but you're still loose. Hands open. Now you're going to inhale and raise your arms up to the sun. Bring it in, bring them into prayer, and now you're going to melt down into forward fold. Belly thigh connection. Then feet to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. That's where you make your back straight. Put your hands wherever they need to be. There, your thighs, your knees or your shins, and now go back to forward fold. Now you're going to step from here back into plank. Let's take a minute in plank now. You're going to have your feet flexed, your bum tucked in, your abs tucked in, and then get some space between your ears and your shoulders so that there's one straight line. Now you're going to lower yourself, Chaturanga Dandasana, into Cobra or Up Dog, whichever feels good. Cobra, again, your hips are on the ground. Up Dog, your hips are above. And always stretching between your ears and your shoulders. Now, as we exhale, you're going to use your abs to pull yourself into Down Dog. Ready? Inhale and exhale. Use your abs. Take you up. Remember, you can always go to child's pose. All right, let's check in here. Down Dog is the place in yoga where you check in and kind of relax between flows. Release the back of your neck. Okay, now we're going to travel to our hands. You can walk slowly, you can walk fast, or you can try a jump. If you'd like, it's a very gentle jump. If you'd like to try that with me, what you're gonna do is you're going to bend your knees, and then you're gonna spring off the balls of your foot. That's where the pressure goes. You're gonna push off and come forward, even if you can only do it a foot. Okay, now you're gonna slowly roll up. Arms go up to mountain, come to prayer. Now let's check in here in prayer. So your bum is tucked under, your abs are tucked in, your shoulders are relaxed but erect. And if it feels good, experiment with where your prayer helps you most. Does it feel good to put your thumbs on your sternum and your index fingers on your chin? Does that feel good? Or does it feel good to put your prayer on your forehead? Just experiment with that. My favorite is sternum and chin. Inhale. All right, while we're here, we're gonna start our first balancing pose, which, hi mommy. We're gonna start with tree.
Come sit down.
So we're gonna start with baby tree.
I will try to get tired.
Take your, anchor your left leg, put your right
Feels
foot,
good right now.
wrap your right foot around your left leg. If that feels good to you, you can do that. Or you can go up to your shin. Or if you would like to, you can grab your ankle and try to put your heel into your thigh. None is better than the other.
Which leg? Sorry.
Right leg.
So you're backwards?
Yes. You do opposite of me. And remember, it's human to fall out of posture, but you become a yogi when you get back in. Doesn't matter how many times you fall. This balance pose is really hard too, because you still have to balance your whole body weight. So like I said, nothing is better than the other. It's just that if you're feeling no challenge in a certain pose, you could try something higher. What you never want to do is put your heel on your knee. That's bad for your knee. So let's stay here. And I fall out of all of these too, obviously. Let me see if I can get it again. Okay, now, wherever you are, you're gonna grow your tree branches. So keep your center and focus on your fingertips, and let your fingertips slowly complete your tree with branches. Find a drishti, which is a focal point, to stare at anywhere in the room. And if you fall out, just get back in. Let's do one more breath here. All right, coming back in. Let's walk that out a little bit before we do the other side. All right, come into baby tree. Hands are in prayer. Find your drishti point. Now, if it feels good to you, try your shin or your thigh. Keep your breath going. We tend to hold our breath while we're concentrating. Keep your drishti point now. If it feels good to you, activate your fingertips and let your fingertips travel toward the sun. Tree branches traveling towards the sun for light and nourishment. Keep your drishti point. See how your abs are holding this all together. One more breath. All right, coming down. All right, now we're gonna go back to the front of our mat and we're gonna do another mountain pose and get back into our flow. So we're gonna inhale and melt down from your heart, lead from your heart. Halfway lift and step or jump back into plank. Take a minute here to line yourself up. Now we're gonna go with our flow, Chaturanga Dandasana to Cobra or Up Dog. Stretching out your neck. And then inhale and exhale, contract your abs and let them pull you up to Down Dog. Okay, we're gonna do some hip openers now. You're going to walk or jump to Malasana, and let me demonstrate. So just like we already practiced that jump, that's what I was preparing you for. You're gonna go onto the balls of your feet and you're gonna jump to Malasana, which looks like this. Yeah. And now you're gonna find a comfy spot for yourself, whatever feels good here. It could be up here, it could be down here, but you wanna find a place that you can kind of chill and find how to anchor your body. How much do your feet need to be turned out? You want them to be as turned out as possible. What you don't want is them out here and your knees are in. You want your knees tracking over your feet. So kind of find that. What is your ideal spot? And then rest your elbows into the sides of your legs, and then come to prayer and see if you can find comfort in the discomfort. Let's go back to our breathing. Inhale and exhale, contract the abs. Let's do 2 more here. Inhale and contract the abs. Inhale and contract the abs. Now we're gonna go back to ragdoll. Put your hands on the floor. Release the back of your neck. Shake, no, nod, yes. Just shake, shake, shake. Now lead with your tail feather up, keeping your knees soft. And now we're gonna go into a wide ragdoll. So your feet are gonna track just a little bit outside of your shoulders. You're gonna release the back of your neck, keep your knees soft, gently grab your elbows, and you're gonna swing from side to side. And we're gonna do something really fun with this in a minute, but I want us to get our balance first. So find your balance here. Knees are soft, the back of the neck is relaxed. You're letting the life-giving blood flow into your brain. Now we're gonna try around the world. The key to this, to not fall out of this, are two focal points. Your feet anchored to the center of the earth and your abs holding everything together. So you're gonna go around the world 5 times this way, leading with your elbows and down, and feel the glorious stretch in your side body, both sides, and then down, keeping the knees soft. This is our 3rd. Releasing the back of the neck. 4th. Keeping the knees soft. And 5th. Now, gain your bearings again, and we're going to go the opposite direction, whatever the direction is you didn't go. All right, inhale and exhale. You might feel a little counterintuitive. Oh, you're good, you're good.
Oh, you go.
Other way.
I was hitting the ladder and I hit that. Oh, okay.
Keeping the back of the neck loose. Anchoring the feet. The abs are where everything is. The legs never straighten. They're always slightly bent. Last one. All right. Now let your hands just hang as close to the floor or on the floor. For those of you who can reach your toes, do a yogi toe hold, which is 2 fingers under the big toe. And you're going to exhale into a flat back. It's just a gentle stretch for the backs of your legs. Inhale and exhale. Now, if it feels like it's in your practice today, you can put your palms underneath your feet into gorilla, and you can massage your wrists with your toes. And release the back of your neck. So massage your wrists with your toes. All right, now we're going to roll up slowly, stacking vertebrae by vertebrae. Check in. Legs are apart this time. Hands open. Lift your chin slightly to let the sun kiss it. This is mountain pose. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to go back into our flow and go into our warrior poses. We're going to inhale and exhale, lift up to the sky. Gather all of that nourishment down into prayer and let your heart melt onto your knees. Come up to halfway lift. Now plant your hands, jumper step back to plank. And let's check in here. Feet are flexed. Bum is tucked under. Abs are strong. Neck is in line with the back. Now we're going to lower down, chaturanga, into cobra or up dog. Resting anytime we need to. Okay, now we're going to exhale, use your abs. All right. We're going to go through warrior 1, 2, and 3. We're going to start with the right leg. You're going to lift up your right leg high to the sky. And now you're going to bring it through knee to nose. Of course, you don't have to touch your knee to nose, but knee to nose. You're going to plant your front foot, slightly open your back foot. Now this is harder than it looks. You're gonna use your abs to now lift your body up into warrior one. So then your front leg is straight and your back leg is slightly turned up. Warrior one. And find your spot. Your abs are in, your ears are over the shoulders, your hands are up. Now we're going to lower into warrior two. And warrior two can be as intense as you want. It can just be up, or if you want to get down into your legs, you can. You want to align everything. Your front foot is straight forward. Your heels are almost in line back here. Your arms come straight out of your shoulders. Now see if you can turn your neck to look out over that right hand. And now we're going to add some movement into this. We're going to come up to prayer and exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale and exhale. 3 more, inhale, exhale. 2 more, exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Now while you're here, turn out your palm over, stretch out, and now go into peaceful warrior. Breathe here. Feel that luxurious stretch in the side body. Now you're gonna move over to, my gosh, what's this one called? Let's see, peaceful warrior. Oh my gosh, it's leaving me. You can put your hand on your, this arm on your knee, or if you need more, you can put your hand on your ankle, or if you want it to be on the ground, you put it all the way on the ground. And experiment with looking down at your foot.
Is this side angle?
And yeah, side angle. Or no, we're gonna go into side angle. Okay, now circle your left arm, and we're gonna go into side angle pose, which is you straighten out both legs, you're leaned over, and you're squeezing your body between 2 planes of glass. All right, now we're going to reverse side angle. We're going to come into a triangle pose. You're going to plant your left foot next to your right foot, and you're going to slowly raise your right wing and feel that most amazing stretch in your right hip. My yoga teacher doesn't allow any mirrors in her studio, and she constantly reminds us to not look at anyone else's mat. All right, 2 hands on the ground. Check in with the back of our neck. Nod yes, shake your head no. We're gonna now use our abs and come back into warrior two. Let's flip our palm and go into peaceful warrior now. One of my favorites of all time, humble warrior. You're gonna attach your fingers back here. You're gonna use your abs to lower, leading with your chest to the ground, and bow. Find comfort in the discomfort. Now we're gonna flip this left palm to the ground, get into parallel, and we're going to do a sideways twist.
Left palm to the ground.
Yep, left hand to the ground, yep. One more breath here. All right, from here we're gonna go straight into Skandasana. Find prayer here. Find comfort in the discomfort.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting hit in the face.
Are we still mirroring you?
Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing.
I guess when I'm back to you, you can mirror me. So we're in the right leg.
Okay.
Now, we're gonna do the left side. Find prayer here. Find comfort in the discomfort. Use your abs to hold you up. Now from here, we're gonna go into our wide forward fold. You wanna point your toes just a little bit inward. And bend and straighten your legs. Don't straighten them all the way, but just experiment with with this stretch here. Now take it to tabletop or halfway lift, where your hands are on the ground and you're trying to create a flat back. Now we're going to do one of my favorite ab workouts here, where you're going to keep your your chest parallel to the floor, and you're going to extend your wings out directly outside your shoulders. Now, using your abs only, you're going to twist from the left side to the right side. Like airplane wings. So your wings stay the same. It's just your abs that are moving you. One more. And melt down. Check in. Move your neck from side to side. Let's go back into forward lunge. We're going to let our knee go to the ground. And we're going to practice this beautiful flow where we shoot energy out the front, and then we lean back and stretch out. And shoot it to the front, and lean back and stretch out. Last one, and shoot it to the front, and lean back. All right, planting your feet on the ground, and come back into our downward dog. Now we're gonna do all of that on the other side. Thank goodness we only have 2 legs, so we just have to do it twice. Release the back of the neck, check in. Get back in touch with your breathing. All right, we're gonna inhale our left leg high to the sky. And now bending our knee, knee to nose, and plant your foot. And now you're going to use your abs to lift you up to warrior 1. Find it so the front foot is straight and the back foot is slightly turned out. But the hard thing about this one is to keep the hips square to the front of your mat. All right, we're going to take a breath and gently lower into warrior 2. Inhale and exhale. Let's line it up. Your foot is straight to the front of your mat here, and the side of your foot is directly parallel with your mat there. Now let's do our prayer movement. We're going to inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to take this and reach over. You can either rest your elbow here. The whole purpose of this is to stretch your side body. Let's do a few circular movements. If you need more, you can put your hand on the floor and do some circular movements. All right, we're going to flip this now. Oh, I'm sorry, we're going to do side angle. So stretch out your front leg. Open up your left palm, or whichever you're on, to the front. And now, hand to the sky. If it feels good to you, and you're staring at the ground, slowly move your vision path up to the ceiling. If that doesn't feel good, just keep looking at the ground. Nothing's better than the other. What is better is whatever your body is calling for. All right. Now we're going to flip it. You're going to come into a lunge. Plant your right hand, and you're going to stretch that left hip. One more breath here. And now we're going straight to Skandasana. Find how much that left foot should be turned out. The right foot is dorsal flexed. And find your prayer. Shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, fat breath. Exhale, contract your abs. Now, if this is in your practice, we're going to move to the other side. and sit here for a minute. Breathing. Again, in every new pose, you're scanning your body from the tips of your toes. Is my left foot dorsal flexed? Is my back straight? One more breath here. Coming back to our wide forward fold, we're gonna lift up to star. So you're gonna use your abs, lift up your arms, now turn your legs out and go to 5-pointed star. This might seem like an easy posture, but again, just like mountain pose, it's very active. Feel the 4 corners of your feet on your mat. Feel the thigh muscles contracting away from your knees. Tuck your bum under, tuck your abs in. Make sure there's space between your shoulders and your ears. And then make sure that you're not tense in your neck. And then finally, feel the energy at the tips of your fingers. Give them a little wiggle. Okay, we're gonna do something similar to what we did, the ab exercise, except now we're gonna go to the side. So you're gonna put your hands out this way, and we're just gonna teeter from side to side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. There's no movement in your shoulder. Your shoulder keeps it the same. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. This is great for the obliques, and exhale. All right, now we're gonna inhale up and come into goddess. This one, you wanna make sure that your hips are tucked under, that your abs are tight, and that your shoulders are right under your ears. So coming into goddess, this is our last sort of cardio type flow, active flow we're gonna do, and we're gonna do 5 to each side. All we're using is our abs. Do not move anything from your shoulders up. Okay, here we go. Inhale and exhale. Two more each side. One more. Good job. Now melt down. Let everything hang. Knees are soft. And now you're just going to kind of wiggle everything out. Your shoulders, back of the neck. Now we're going to come back into our left-legged lunge. Whenever you're ready for that, left-legged lunge. And then we're going to gently put our right foot on the ground. And now we're going to do 5 of these energy bursts where we flick the energy forward and then we stretch back. This is so amazing for your psoas. And stretching the shoulders and the psoas. And 2 more. Inhale and last one. Okay, now from here, plant 2 hands on the ground. You're gonna go back to downward dog. Walking everything out. You did it. Good job. We're gonna do just yin yoga now, which is just stretching poses. We are gonna start with pigeon. So we're gonna put our right leg high to the sky. We're gonna come knee to nose, and then we're gonna pull that knee forward and lay it down. Pigeon is really different for everybody, but what we're all working toward, I'm not there yet, is a shin that is in line with the front of the mat, dorsal flexed, and then leaning over that. I'm not quite there. I have to be at a 45-degree angle. But experiment here. Just make this yours. For some of us, this might feel the best to stretch out the lower back. For others of us, maybe we like to do this in prayer with elbows on the ground and hands in prayer. Maybe others of us want to put our forearms on the ground and breathe our way into putting our forehead on the ground. Inhale and exhale just a little lower. Inhale and exhale a little lower. Inhale and exhale a little lower. And now let your forehead just rest. If it's in your practice, reach forward with the palms of your hands and you can have them go straight. But again, this is just, you want to find the sensation that feels good. It should be a dull, achy stretch, but not painful. You should be able to find comfort in the discomfort. If you can't, then adjust. Inhale. If it feels good in your practice, you can put your hands in prayer and place them gently on the base of your neck. As women, we carry so much stress in our hips. And all these hip stretches are so medicinal. All right, let's gently come out. Wherever you are, plant your hands. Come up, stretch anything else that feels like it needs it. Now you're gonna plant your palms on the ground, using your abs, staying safe. You're gonna reach the leg back up and down. Now let's walk our dog for a minute.
Going on a tour.
Shake the back of the neck. Inhale. Check in. Now let's do our left leg. High to the sky. Now bend it. Knee to nose. Again, not really knee to nose, but just pulling it that way. And to pigeon. You'll notice that sometimes one side of your body will feel different than the other. That's totally normal. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. Make sure that your foot is dorsal flexed, wherever it might be, whether you can get it straight up to the front or you're still at a 45 like me. And then again, find where it feels good. Does it feel good to be sitting up and give your psoas more of a stretch there? Or does it feel good to put your elbows on the ground in prayer, or your forearms on the ground, your forehead on the ground? Stretch your arms out. Listen to your body. It knows what to do. Keep your breath going. One more breath here. Now planting your hands, using your abs, lift your left leg up to the sky, and then bring it back to down dog. Check in, release the back of your neck. If this feels like it's in your practice, we're gonna do a jump into seated position and then roll down. We're gonna do the rest of our class on our back. So if you wanna watch me do it, you're just bending your legs, you're springing off the balls of your feet into seated, and then you just roll down. Connect your lower back to the mat and to the floor. There'll be just like the tiniest, perhaps, little ab contraction as you endeavor to nail your lower back to the floor. There should be no arch. If I were to try to stick my hand underneath your lower back, I shouldn't be able to do it. Now let's find our breath again. Inhale. Create space between your ears and your shoulders, but make sure the shoulders and neck are relaxed. Next, we're going to get into a feet up the wall pose. So this is, you can hang on to the backs of your thighs, dorsal flex your feet, and find a stretch here. It may be holding the backs of your thighs, holding the back of your knee. If you can do a yogi toe hold, you can grab your big toes, all the while focusing on keeping your back nailed to the ground. You could do a upside down gorilla if you want, which is putting your
your palms under your feet and give your hands a little massage with your toes. Now we're going to do one of my favorites. I don't remember what it's called, but you're going to release your feet and open up your arms to the sky. And now you're going to use all of your weight. You're not going to create weight, but all of your weight, and you're just going to let it drop like this. Let's try it again. Feet up the wall, ready to just release every single muscle. Go. All right, we're going to end with some twisting before we go into Shavasana. So let's all give ourselves a little hug. Hug your knees in wherever they are. And now we're going to place our hands just like we had for up the wall, except you're going to turn your palms over. And now very slowly, using your abs, you're going to lower your legs to your right side. But the key to this is keeping your left shoulder on the ground. So both shoulders should be on the ground. Both palms are facing down, but the knees are off to the right. If it helps to take your right hand to grab your left knee, you could do that. Look out over your left shoulder and just breathe into it. Twisting is so good for our organs. One more breath here. Now using your abs, bring your knees back up. Center again under your lower back. And now using your abs, you're going to lower, exact same thing, to the left side. Now check your shoulders, make sure they're both on the ground. Now if it feels good, you can grab your right knee with your left hand. And now look out over your right shoulder. Now just breathe into this. Your organs are just lapping this up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now using your abs to protect your back, lift your legs and find your center again. And let's do one last drop, and then I'm going to give you 1 or 2 minutes of free form. So legs up the wall. They might be a little bit shaky, that's fine, and then just drop them whenever you want as all your weight. If you want to go straight into Shavasana now, you can, but I'm going to give us 1 to 2 minutes to do whatever else your body is calling for. Maybe it's like happy baby. Maybe that's what you're feeling. Maybe you want to do a back bend of some kind, like camel or something that stretches out your back. Maybe you want to stretch out your abs. Maybe you need more stretching in your shoulders or another hip opener. Do whatever your body's feeling, or maybe it just needs to rest. Maybe it's ready for Shavasana already. That's fine. Sometimes windshield wipers feels really good. $30 more seconds. All right, if you're ready and willing, meet me in Shavasana. This is a time now to release absolutely everything. You're not contracting your abs. You're not manipulating your breathing. Nothing. You're feeling every molecule in your body just sinking down into the ground. Heavy head, heavy shoulders.